Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to more Minecraft. In the previous video we did a little bit of decoration of our elevator room over there. In today's video, I have something absolutely epic and astonishing to show you guys. And for long-time viewers of the series, you'll know what I have in store. It's right there on the horizon. Let's pull out the spyglass and see. The building finally has a roof! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the sculpture, the epically large project that has been unfinished for actually over a year, now has a roof on it. That does not mean it is finished. It is just aesthetically finished from the front / from the outside. So, I guess I should first of all let you guys see how this came to be. I have about a 2-minute time lapse for you to watch. It should be enjoyable, so please enjoy the fruits of my labor. As I mentioned in my update video, I am currently on spring break at the time of recording, and so I had a lot of time to accomplish all sorts of tasks. And one of the tasks I wanted to finish was this building, at least from the outside. And, you know, it's done in the sense that it has a roof. I kind of hate it. I kind of hate all of it. I don't really enjoy much of any of this, truth be told. But let's take a quick fly over. Let's see what we've got going on up here. So this is the deep slate tile block. That is what it is. When you walk on it, it makes a nice little noise. And the style of the roof, just like the hotel itself, was inspired by the film The Shining. This is supposed to be the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. And so I went in with that inspiration. You can see here the back is unfinished. But that was the original inspiration for the project. And as the project continued to grow and grow, we kind of kept that inspiration, especially for the interior, and the exterior is sort of loosely based. So the hotel from the movie actually has, I believe, a Victorian-style roof, which means it's got lots of points. And I have a single point here, and I couldn't really find a way to implement points on the two side wings without it being weird. Essentially, what it looks like in the movie is the center area is a lot smaller, and it's got like one giant roof that's shaped like an upside-down V. And then these smaller roofs on the side kind of slope up into that V. So I tried to sort of recreate that style with this, but essentially what we just have here is like a kind of a flat roof. It does have a little bit going on for it, but mostly it's flat. And I don't really like it. I also don't like how there's no real dividing line between the roof and the wood right there. But it's, I mean, roofs are hard. They've always been hard for me. So I don't hate it in the sense that I want to burn the building down. but I definitely could see myself going through and doing some extra work on this. If you guys have any ideas of what I could do, please feel free to leave a comment. I will read every single one of them. But I guess we should go ahead and enter the building now. So as I mentioned, this is the my interpretation of the Overlook Hotel from The Shining built in Minecraft. It is a horror movie from the 80s. It's very crazy and very cool. And so I decided to build this hotel after watching the movie, I believe on July 4th of 2019, potentially. It was a while ago. So that in there was the lobby. This brings us into the ballroom, which sort of brings in the whole unfinished feel. It's finished on the outside in the sense that I would be content with never touching it again. If someone were to visit my world, they would say, okay, that's a building, instead of that's a half-finished building. The roof might not look great, but it is complete. This is supposed to be the ballroom. There's also supposed to be a bathroom that's kind of essential to the movie in this area, and there's supposed to be a bar and a stage and a bunch of tables and stuff. This ballroom, of course, incomplete, currently just open and empty. I'm moving back here. This is like the stairwell. There's also supposed to be an office through here. Once again, very open, very incomplete. I'm planning on watching the movie again, maybe in the summer, so I have the inspiration to finish this once and for all, and then we can put the project fully to rest. Here we have the like lounge area. This is pretty significant for the movie. I'm not going to spoil it, but this is the desk, and that's the staircase. If you have seen the film, that again connects us up to the lobby. There's two ways to reach the second floor. One of them is through this side staircase. The other one is through the main staircase. And look at that spider wall hacking over there. And then, of course, we can go up to the actual second floor. Here we are. We have one hotel room done right now. This is room 237 from the movie, which, once again, if you know the film, should be a very familiar room. This is the bathroom of room 237, which should be setting off a bunch of alarms, if you're a fan of the movie. If not, I mean, this is just a very significant hotel room. And then the plan was to build the hotel room that the main characters stayed in right here. That still is the plan. I just need to get around to it at some point. I haven't done it yet. I don't know when I will do it, but maybe soon. And then I think that's all for the rooms that we were gonna have. I don't think there's any other rooms I had planned or anything. I still need to light up a lot of this hotel room, and that's actually what I'm gonna show, or not the hotel room, but a lot of the hotel. So I'm gonna show you next. I put lighting in this side of the wing, and I put lighting in the other side of the wing as well. But I just left this open, so it's probably gonna spawn mobs up here. I don't know if we want to play into that or not. Oh, there's supposed to be a kitchen too. Yeah, there's a really important kitchen in the movie that needs to be put in this hotel somewhere. I guess that's all interior work, though, and I find interior work to be a lot easier. So, you know, over time, this project has sort of had peaks and valleys when it comes to how much we've been working on it. We've had times where we do an absolute whole ton with it. We've had times where we do absolutely nothing for it for months at a time. And I think now we have a chance to sort of put it back into the rotation of things we work on regularly. None of the projects now are overly daunting. I mentioned several times, but generally when I sit down to make a YouTube video, it's like, all right, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, what am I going to do? Because the rest of the day I'm either at school or working or doing homework. So I have, you know, a lot of things going on. And it makes doing these larger scale projects hard unless I literally have nothing going on. Which, you know, I set aside time over spring break. I said, okay, you know, like, no work done today, obviously no school, let's do something. And this is what we came up with, so it's pretty cool that we have a more finished representation. Not finished, but more finished. So that'll be lovely to see progress. Here's a shot from a further back angle. I think it's a pretty cool look. I really like how it sits very nicely, very profoundly on top of the mountain that we built. That's a man-made mountain, by the way. We did terraforming for that a handful of months ago, I believe in December. Again, that was my winter break from school, right? So spring break, or winter break did the mountain, and then spring break did the exterior. Summer break, maybe we'll see the interior fully done. But yeah, this project now, it's like a big step has been taken, a big weight has been lifted, and I think that it would be easier now to continue progression. Besides the interior, there's one more thing to do, and that is probably to chop back a little more of this this land right here. This area is flat for a reason, and that's because there is another important thing in the movie, which is the hedge maze that sits out front, question mark, out back, question mark, to the side. You see, to not spoil the movie, but to discuss it a little bit, The Shining is an interesting film. There's times where things will directly contradict themselves. At the start of the movie, I believe they don't walk past the hedge maze, and then at the end of the movie, the hedge maze is out front. There's like 4 different maps of the maze that none of them match up. So it's a very confusing movie, and that's why a lot of this is just inspired by The Shining, not saying it's like a perfect one-to-one recreation of The Shining. So, you know, we're doing our best here. And yeah, so the hedge maze is going to go out front. That's where I've decided to put it. I think it would look nicest right there. And then that project should be wrapping up relatively simple, I think. A lot of the more difficult concepts are done. To look for the future, sort of like a future roadmap of... Ooh, I landed on top here. A future roadmap. I want to redesign this desert village here to be like a desert kingdom. I might move the office. I have an idea to do like a modern section of the world. I'm going to call it Modernopolis. And it's just going to be a bunch of modern buildings. I also have an idea to put a bunch of cartoon houses, like the Family Guy house, the Simpsons house, etc. I think that'd be pretty cool. This farm still could use some work in the sense of making it fully automated. The original plan was to have villagers working. That didn't really ever come to fruition. It is done, though. It is like a nice plot of land. It's just kind of blank. Potentially we'll work on that. And then I also have another idea that I haven't fully cooked up yet, but we might be working on that in the next video. Essentially, I want to create an area. I don't know if you guys have ever played on a Minecraft creative server, but they usually give you like a 16 by 16 or a 32 by 32 plot of land in creative mode, and you can build anything you want on there. I want to sort of do that in this world where I build a bunch of plots somewhere, and we have it be like the viewer plots, and you guys can comment saying like, hey, build the Statue of Liberty, and then in one plot, you know, I'll write like your name, the date that you commented, and then you know, build your comment. Essentially, I think that's a really cool way to get some of your guys' input into the world. I feel like that could be a pretty cool aspect of the of the world. You guys can say, you know, you've helped contribute to making your own. I'm flying back to the hotel just so you guys can see it at nighttime, and it's very creepy. Look, because look at it. It just sits hauntingly atop the hill, like it should. It is supposed to be a very scary thing. I honestly really like it. Hold on, let's fly low. I really like how it looks with the lights. I'm trying to point up so you don't see the light of the shack, but I think the lights being on adds to that like haunting sort of atmosphere. You know, at the end of the day, it is a horror movie. It is an object from a horror movie, and it is meant to be a little bit spooky, a little bit scary. I think it accomplishes some of those goals through the lights. Gosh, really, really stoked. All right, well, I think that that will be it for today's video. A little bit shorter. It's just sort of an update telling you guys what I got up to over spring break here in the Minecraft world. Next episode, we'll continue. We might be doing some building. We might be doing some planning. We might be doing adventuring because I still want to find a witch hut to build a gunpowder farm. And we also need to raid a woodland mansion. Lots of things we can get up to. Super, super stoked. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. You're subscribing to my YouTube channel. I am on sort of a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And so if you guys could hit subscribe and maybe tell a friend, I would appreciate that a whole ton. That is going to be it for now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. And tell friends of my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me. You get my videos around. And I'll catch you guys back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.